Japanese dinner. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, woulda had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on. $400,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now on second down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
79. Set. Read 80.
From the gun, Rivers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They just got that play off. Now Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
11. Move.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go. Nice 39, Lucy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Lucy.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles escaping the pressure right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Set. Delta. Cluster.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad, not so bad.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On play action, it's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
72.
On first down, Bortles. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Bortles to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, go orange, 5-4. Hey, go orange. Orange.
2nd down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, was spotted at the 49. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he cuts it right and into space. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hank. Lucy. Move.
Bortles to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now Gordon on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Load it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. On the sneak, Rivers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Here we go. Left. Hey, go orange.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Lucy. So right. Hey, hold it.
Bortles will try again on second down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Delta! Read it hot!
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
390.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Lucy. Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hank.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Bortles now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah,
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Load it.
Throwing again. Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Jack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. To return it is Corey Grant. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, follow. So right. Move.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
372.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Lucy, 372. 11B, 11B. 72, 72, 72. 539, Lucy. Green is it.
Now Bortles again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hank.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Lucy. Green is it.
Bortles to throw for it on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sitting. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot
on first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal
fakes. First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only second down, so now it's third. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Stay there. Alpha. Got white 90. Set. Round 80. 12. White.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
4 down.
Green 80.
Mike's 56.
Give me that ball, defense. Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not. Before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, set, green 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Liner. Hey.
Now Gordon. Oh, fighting off the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Gordon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey. Set, run 80.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man is Grant. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Bortles now on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. They go play action here on first down. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. 380. 380.
Again, it's Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
380.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, here's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta! Say 180!
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Rivers, he's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 30. Three-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Downtown. Left. Through.
They run it here with Gordon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. They find some open field here. A big play there by Gordon. 51 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Liuget able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
76.
On play action, now Bortles. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll... Start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Throwing here, Rivers. Past the 20. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 41 yards. Now the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Set. Green 80.
Bortles now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's fake. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.